Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my January 2022 beauty and skincare favourites, the first favourites of the year. So excited to share these things with you guys. As always, I'm going to start off with base products. So the first thing I want to share with you guys that I've been loving quite a bit over the past month, and you will be surprised that there is no Maybelline SuperStay Activewear in here because I ran out, and obviously while I had run out I was using my other products, which is good. I did repurchase it obviously. So the first base product is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-Hour Foundation. My shade is in Golden Beige. It's about half finished now. Oh my god, I can't believe this is another foundation that's soon going to be finished. I love the way that this performs on the face. Medium to full buildable coverage foundation. Really nice naturally matte look to the skin. Lasts for a really long time. No, it don't last 24 hours. I don't believe that lie. It lasts upwards of 12 hours and it just makes my skin look fresh and flawless. I'm somebody who generally prefers matte foundations most of the time. So something like this that performs beautifully well on my skin is one that I will always return to. Another foundation, kind of foundation, not foundation, is this brand new product by Maybelline. It is the Instant Anti-Age Perfector 4-in-1 Whipped Matte Makeup. Now, it's not referred to as a foundation, but it is kind of a foundation. And the reason why it's called 4-in-1 is because it is a primer, powder, concealer and BB cream all in one. The shade that I bought was in number 2 light medium. This has got barely any coverage at all. Obviously that's the reason why they haven't referred to it necessarily as a foundation, and there's only a couple of shades because it is actually one of those products that one shade can cover quite a lot of different skin tones because of the fact that you can't really build it up that much. Initially I wasn't a big fan of this because probably I didn't apply that much and it just made me look kind of blotchy, but then when I built it up a little bit it evened everything out and it looked great. I like this because, like they say, it's whipped matte. So it is completely matte on the skin. You don't even need to powder it down. It's completely up to you if you choose to do so. Nowadays, especially because my skincare routine has really changed my skin so much, I hardly have any pigmentation on my face anymore. I barely have any kind of dark spots, dark marks, sun damage, that sort of thing. So nowadays, I really love using lighter coverage foundations. Sometimes. This blurs the look of pores. It really evens out the skin. It looks like your skin, but a little bit better. Not completely like your skin because nobody's skin is obviously completely matte. For those of you that don't really like to wear foundations because you feel that they feel too heavy on the skin, you'll definitely like something like this because it is so lightweight and barely detectable on the skin. It almost looks like there's nothing there at all. And then the last base product, and the one that I probably used the most because I'd say I've used this for almost every day since I bought it, is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. My shade is in number 6 Neutral. I have used this loads, like more than I normally would. I don't know why. This is a light to medium buildable coverage foundation. It evens out the skin, blurs imperfections, covers up any redness and that sort of thing, really evens out the skin. It has got a kind of dewy glowy kind of finish, but generally on my skin type, which is combination, I tend to powder it down and then it works perfectly fine. It lasts up to about 10 hours on my skin before it starts to break down, but I just love the natural way that it looks on the skin. It gives your skin a little bit of luminosity without it looking dewy. So for those matte skin girls out there like myself, this actually works really nicely because it's not too shiny. A concealer that I've been loving quite a lot over the month of January was the brand new Maybelline SuperStay Activewear 30-hour concealer. My shade is in number 22 Wheat. Now this has got medium coverage. It's nothing like the foundation, which is medium to full buildable. So for those of you that don't generally have that much darkness under your eyes and don't like full coverage concealers because you're like, I don't really need it, you will definitely like something like this. The reason why I like this is because, like I said, nowadays I tend to go for a lot more lighter coverage kind of foundations, and this works really nicely with it. If I was to use a full coverage foundation and then use this, it'd be very obvious that one area has got a lot more coverage than another. So for those kind of fresh looks, those more natural kind of looks, I really like how this performs. Also, it lasts up to 30 hours. I assume I haven't worn it for 30 hours, but I have worn this from first thing in the morning to past midnight and it has still looked great. It doesn't crease under the eyes, it doesn't move, it doesn't look aged, and I'm really happy with this. Another product of mine which never seems to end, and I can't really complain, is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. My shade is in Banana. It's what I use on a daily basis to set my under eye concealer. I love this powder by Huda Beauty because it's so finely milled and it literally just covers up everything under my eyes, stops the concealer from moving around, from creasing, from creping. It doesn't come off of the skin. It literally leaves a really nice soft velvety finish, and the fact that it is so finely milled means you don't get chunky pieces under the eyes that you then have to brush off and potentially take off part of your concealer with it. It smooths everything out, and obviously the fact that it's lasting me so long despite the fact that I use it every day is absolutely excellent. For contour, my Never Ending powder bronzer by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Saddle, so what I'm actually using to contour my face today. Again, it's very, very soft, very easy to blend onto the skin. For my skin tone, this is the perfect mix between cool and neutral, meaning that you can contour your face without looking too muddy and as well as looking too grey. And I just love the way that this performs. It doesn't go patchy on the face. It doesn't rub off. It lasts up until I remove it at the end of the evening. And it's excellent quality because it's so finely milled yet packed in really nicely into this palette. Blusher, which never ever seems to finish of mine, well, it's not a blusher, it's a bronzer, is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Radiant Bronze Light. I have been using this, or I have owned this for about 5 years, I want to say maybe 6. There's a tiny dent in it now, but it's taken that long. I love this, you guys. This warms up my face beautifully. It is so soft to the touch. It is so finely milled. It glides onto my cheeks and just looks stunning. There is very, very small particles of shimmer in here, which is why I would never recommend using something like this as a contour, but to use as an everyday kind of bronzer is absolutely excellent. And again, it lasts years. A blush that I have been using quite a lot over this month is this one by Cover FX. It's one of their monochromatic blush duos, and I'll be honest with you, I never use the shimmery side. I just don't like shimmery blushes on my textured skin. It just emphasizes texture. I generally always tend to use more matte kind of blushes. This is in the shade Mojave Mauve. It's actually what I'm wearing right now on my cheeks. Even though it looks quite pink on screen, on my face it comes out more of a mauvey kind of color, which is exactly what I was going for to create this kind of look. The quality is excellent. It lasts all day on my face. It's not too powdery, so it's not wasteful, and it will last you a really long time. The Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette by Huda Beauty, which was one of her latest releases in terms of eyeshadows. I have again been using this consistently throughout the month of January. I actually don't wear eyeshadow as much anymore during the week while I'm at work. I generally just go for eyeliner and massive lashes. These are Cocoa lashes in the style Stella, by the way. Absolutely love them. But when I do tend to wear eyeshadow, I've been going a lot for this palette. It's very cool toned, and obviously, like, even now I'm wearing like an ivory kind of color. It would go perfectly with this outfit if I chose to use it. And it's just got a really nice mixture of shades that go very nicely with the kind of makeup looks that I've been wearing for the month of January. The quality of the palette is excellent. The mattes are buttery soft. The shimmers really stand out and look amazing, and I'm still very, very happy with this palette. Another Charlotte Tilbury product. You guys see it in every video, but I just thought I'd show it again because why not? And secondly, it also comes in this limited edition packaging for Lunar New Year, for Chinese New Year, because it is the year of the tiger this year. So that is why Charlotte Tilbury has released this kind of packaging for the Airbrush powder with tiger stripes on it. So my shade is in number 2 medium. You guys are used to seeing me showing this quite a lot in my favorites videos because I use it every single day to set my foundation. It's exactly what I've done today as well. It just gives a really nice soft airbrushed flawless finish, and it keeps my foundation in place all day. One of these lasts me between 2 to 3 months, so it is worth the price technically, especially if it is keeping my foundation in place all day. Another Charlotte Tilbury product. This was actually a Christmas present from one of my friends. She got me the set where you can get 2 of these. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It's pretty good. It's got quite a strong scent to it, which I'm not a big fan of. Oh, it smells like old lady perfume. That's that standard Charlotte Tilbury scent. I really don't like it. I really don't see the need to have such strong scents. You know, like Huda Beauty used to have with her foundation originally, that really strong, heady scent. I don't mind a little bit of a scent, but I draw the line at something that smells like I've got perfume on my face. But in terms of the way that it performs, I have no issues with it. It holds everything in place all day. So far so good. I'm quite happy with it. Moving on to lipsticks. Where shall I start? Let's start off with this this one, this is one of the Maybelline SuperStay matte inks from their birthday edition. Now their birthday edition was released in the US quite some time ago, but it finally came to the UK at the beginning of this year. However, only half of the collection came. I've got two other lipsticks, don't really like them that much, the colour more than anything, but this one I definitely liked. This is in the shade 390 Life of the Party. It's a very bright raspberry colour. So for those of you that don't necessarily want to wear a bright pink or a bright red, this is a nice medium. Obviously, same quality as always, doesn't move, doesn't budge, but it does come off a little bit. But when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, it looks fresh. Lasts over 12 hours. I would say this lasts up to 16 hours without needing any kind of touch-ups, and it's definitely, in terms of drugstore, my favourite when it comes to liquid lipsticks. So as you guys know, if you followed my channel, and thank you very much obviously for following me, I appreciate it every single day, appreciate every single one of you. You will know that Huda Beauty recently relaunched her liquid matte lipstick. She came out with some new shades and kept some of the original shades. So I've got three that I was loving quite a lot over the month of January ever since it came out. The first one is the shade Drama Mama, which is like a deepened brown shade, like a classic brown. I love the way that it performs. It looks beautiful on the lips, doesn't move, doesn't flake, doesn't budge, doesn't streak, and I'm very happy with this. Icon, even though the shade changed, if you guys haven't seen my review, please watch it where I show which shades changed and which didn't. Icon was one of the ones that did. However, I still quite like the colour. It's definitely darker than it used to be, but it's like almost like a dark peach. I don't know why people seem to call this a pink shade. I don't think it's pink at all. It's more of a terracotta peach kind of shade. So whenever I wear orange eyeshadow, I tend to wear this. Love the way this performs. No streakiness, no issues at all. And then the last one that I'm going to share with you guys, which I was loving quite a lot over the past month, was the shade Trophy Wife. However, I do have a slight issue with it, notwithstanding the fact that the colour has completely changed. Whereas before it was more of a pinky mauve, this is now more of a kind of raspberry sort of pink colour. However, I have still been loving this and still been using it. Still not 100% happy with it, but c'est la vie. And the last thing in terms of makeup, now I know a few of you told me about this, but I forgot to say I already had it. So Huda Beauty and Kayali being the brand started by Monochromatic, which is Huda's sister, which is a perfume line. They joined up together for Valentine's and released this Juicy Kit, which contains a Kayali perfume as well as an exclusive shade of the liquid lipstick. And when you open it up, I actually got this on sale. I actually bought it twice. Both times I got money off. One time I got it for £5, so I couldn't say no. So here is the perfume. This is called Eden Juicy Apple. Now, I'm not big on perfumes purely because of the fact that I suffer from allergies. Perfumes actually just make me sneeze a lot. But I was pleasantly surprised with this scent. Because when I first saw it, I was like, apple? I mean, I like apples, but I don't want to smell like an apple. It's gorgeous. Don't know how to describe it because I'm rubbish at describing scents, but just take my word for it. You will like this. It's not too strong, but it's strong enough. And the size is actually pretty decent as well. As you guys can see, I've used it a few times and it's only just kind of hit the top. So I've been keeping this in my handbag as like an everyday kind of perfume. Oh, it actually says on the box, the Eden Juicy Apple, red juicy apple, wild berries, jasmine, lychee, vanilla flower and sensual musk, if that means anything to anybody. And then we have got the lipstick in the shade Lover. Now, still not as good as Heartbreaker, still not as good as Cheerleader. Do I kind of regret buying two of these now? A little bit. Will I use them? Yeah, I guess. The way that they show up on Monochromatic looks absolutely stunning if you look on her Instagram page. Bright, gorgeous, juicy red. However, her natural lip colour is pink. Mine is not. Mine is more of a purpley kind of pink. So it shows up a little bit deeper on me. I don't hate the colour, don't get me wrong. It's just kind of not what I was expecting. When I saw it on her, I was like, okay, so my skin colour is kind of similar. Yeah, but it still showed up different on me. However, the quality is excellent. No streakiness, no issues, no lip line, nothing like that. And I think this is a really nice set, especially because you get great value for money. A normal one of these lipsticks costs £18. And I think altogether this was 26. I got it for 10. All right, let's move on to some skincare now. First one being this brand new launch by the brand By Wish Trend that came out at the beginning of February. This is called the Vitamin A Amazing Bakuchiol Night Cream. Bakuchiol is a plant-derived ingredient which is similar-ish to retinol, but a lot less irritating for the skin. So people that don't really react well to retinol will really like this. This does contain retinol, but that's still not as strong as retinol. Now, I've been using this for over a month now, every single night. I absolutely love it. It's great for collagen production, for wrinkle care, for fine lines and is great for preventative reasons for somebody such as myself. Bear in mind, I'm 39 years old. I do not have any fine lines. I do not have any wrinkles, and I expect it to remain that way as long as I continue up with my skincare. This is great. It's got a really nice kind of citrusy scent, not too overpowering, and it comes in, it's like a very bright, I don't know if you can see it on screen, but it's a very luminous yellowy kind of color, and it just blends in really easily, really nicely, no stickiness, but it's definitely a nighttime cream. You don't want to use this in the daytime because it will be a little bit slippery rather than sticky, if that makes sense. But so far so good. I've been loving this. My skin looks plumped, hydrated, and I cannot fault this at all. More skincare I've been loving is this set that I've got from the brand Unique. I love Unique because they have such a clean range of ingredients, and all their products are absolutely amazing and really affordable as well. This is the Beta Glucan Edition skincare set. Now Beta Glucan is kind of sticky, like snail mucin. It's got that snotty kind of texture. I don't know if you can tell, but I've actually nearly finished this. I've been using this every morning as part of my daytime skincare routine. It also comes with the Beta Glucan Daily Moisture Cream. This is for brightening, wrinkle care. It's absolutely amazing. I use them both together. This is very, very lightweight. That's why I'm able to use it in the daytime. So for those of you that have got really dry skin, especially now in winter, even people that have got oily skin can still get dry skin, especially when it's super, super cold, which it has been in the UK over the past month. Beta Glucan really helps to revitalize the skin, to nourish the skin, to hydrate it from within, to help with wrinkles and that sort of thing. And I absolutely love this. I got this from Stylevana, and Stylevana always tend to do sets, which is why it's a lot more affordable and gives you the chance to be able to use products that work well with each other as well. So look into it. I think they're great. Now this is the Bubble Toner Green Plum Plus AHA from Beauty of Joseon. I have shared this with you guys in the past. I think I had a mini version. So this one I'd say is nearly half finished now. I use this every single morning, and it's called a bubble toner because it comes out like that, all foamy, and then you just literally blend it in and it turns to water so quickly, so easy to use, and obviously it's a little bit fun. That's why it's in a bubble format. Now because this is an AHA, obviously it is mildly exfoliating, AHA being alpha hydroxy acid. So this is the only acid that I tend to use as part of my morning skincare routine. I don't like to mix up my acids, otherwise I will suffer. So it contains 25% green plum water and 3% glycolic acid. And those ingredients basically help to gently remove dead skin cells, to clear your pores, and to control sebum. So for those of you that have got oily skin, problematic skin, acne prone skin, you will definitely like something like this because it will control the amount of oil your skin produces. It also contains something that I have to read the name from, so forgive me because I can't pronounce it. Portulaca oleracea racea extract, which is soothing and anti-inflammatory, again for those of you that have got problematic skin, as well as rice bran water and honey extract, which is there to brighten and hydrate your skin. Another acid that I've been using, and I'm sorry I'm showing you the small version. If you saw one of my recent skincare videos, you'll know that I've got the 100ml version as well, but I'm using the baby one too. This is the Isntree Clear Skin 8% AHA Essence for normal or dry skin. To be honest, if you've got oily and combination skin, you can use this as well. I've got combination skin and I've been using this for about 6 weeks. You guys, this is so strong and so powerful. I can't even explain to you. I've got a slight amount of dry skin around my nose because of the fact that this has been gently removing the dead skin off of my face. This is very, very strong and very, very potent and very high content. So if your skin is not used to strong acids, start off slow, maybe with that toner that I already shared with you guys, before moving on to something a lot stronger. This is very, very runny. You can see it in here. It's runny, so it easily goes onto the face and it absorbs very, very fast. It contains 4% glycolic acid and 4% lactic acid, and both of those gently remove dead skin for soft, smooth skin underneath, and those gently lift off dead skin cells, aka peeling the new fresh smooth skin underneath. I'm sure you can see my skin is looking so much smoother these days, and it's definitely down to something like this. I love the brand Perito. I have so many of their products, and every now and then I'll share something from theirs with you guys. This is the Fermented Complex 94 Boosting Essence. This I tend to use either in the daytime or the nighttime. It's completely up to you, as it's quite runny and it absorbs very, very fast. So as this says on here, this is a thin liquid type essence that is specialized for moisturizing deeply into the skin. As the boosting essence for the first step of skincare is 94% fermented complex, gently hydrates the skin. So what that means is that it contains 94% fermented ingredients, and it also contains 3% niacinamide, which is there for pore care. It also contains green tea extract, and what it's supposed to do is balance out your skin's water oil ratio. So basically, if you've got oily skin, it will help to balance it out so that your skin is not as oily. It's also meant to help reduce fine lines and wrinkles and to brighten up your dull complexion. So far, I've been really happy with this. I just love that it's so lightweight that it just sinks in easily because I'm an impatient person. Another product that I've got here, and I always have to read what it is because it's mostly covered in Japanese, is the Rotomentholatum Hado Lobo Gokujon Premium Lotion. This is the 2020 edition. Basically, it is a lotion. You can hear it though. It's quite a runny lotion, but it's still kind of thick and nice to use. I generally tend to use this more at night time, just purely because of the fact that it's quite dense in terms of its texture. So again, you can see I've used about that much of it because I'd probably say that I started using it more towards the end of January. This is actually a very popular product, which is why they keep coming out with new releases every year, which is why this is called the 2020 edition. It contains 7 types of hyaluronic acid. So for those of you out there that have got parched skin that need rejuvenation, you will definitely love something like this. It instantly hydrates the skin. You notice it almost immediately. And that's why I like to use it at night underneath moisturizer, just so that when I wake up in the morning, my skin is nice and plump and soft. This essence right here is from the brand Abib, another brand that I absolutely love. This is their Ujar Essence Vitalizing Pump. I actually showed this to you guys in a previous skincare video of mine as one of the best-selling items from Yes Style for 2021. Korean brands like to be very specific with their percentages. This contains 82.54% of citrus junus fruit extract, which is meant to help with the appearance of blemishes. And I have been using this every single morning. So if I don't use this every morning, I will use this. I use one or the other. This is very lightweight. Again, it absorbs super fast, moisturizes and hydrates my skin. Uja is actually supposed to brighten your skin, brighten dull skin. So this is great, especially for the winter months when your skin's looking really dull and a bit dead and you're not getting that much sun. I've used about that much so far. Wow, I didn't realize I'd used that much. I obviously love it a lot. And then last up, I've got 2 sunscreens to share with you guys. The first one is one I've shared with you guys in the past. This is the Perito Daily Go-To Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 50 PA Quadruple Plus. This is their reformulated version, which is actually apparently higher than SPF 50. It's absolutely excellent. I love it, I love it, I love it. So this is both a chemical and physical sunscreen, fragrance free, fast absorbing, and it contains centella for soothing and calming the skin. What more do you want? What more do you want? It's absolutely excellent. Love it. And then the next one I've got is still in this box for some reason, but I've actually been using this probably more than that one, which is why you can see, look at how much, like I've probably used about half. This is a brand new launch from Beauty by Joseon. This is their Relief Sun Rice and Probiotics SPF 50 PA Quadruple Plus. Its main ingredient is rice, which is there for brightening the skin. And the reason why I love it so much is you apply it to your skin just like that and it just blends into nothing. It almost just sinks into the skin like water. That there's no blending needed. Look at that, minimal. There's no stickiness, even though it's not even fully dried yet. Absolutely love it. Glides over the skin beautifully. My makeup works great on top of it, and I just absolutely love it. If I had to pick which one of these was my favorite, I'd probably go for the Beauty of Joseon one. Definitely going to repurchase this when it runs out. What else? Cut my hair. Cut off about 3-4 inches the other day. Finally, the hair is feeling a lot more fresher and lighter and healthier. And that's it really. So that is it for my January 2022 beauty and skincare favorites. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.